Life on the earth is limited. In short, we must always be thinking about eternity, where you and I will spend eternity. My brother, the Lord is asking his children to come out of churches of the prostitute. God's children must come out of church of Jezebel, which are false churches, where pastors preach the liberal doctrine of prosperity, wealth, and glory of this world. The churches of Jezebel are churches where women come with worldly adornment, churches where women come with lady pants, tight and short skirt, churches where women refuse to cover their head, churches where women come with painted faces. The Lord said, my people who attend these churches of the prostitute must come out. Tell them to gather in prayer groups in order to seek my face. Tell them to come out and make churches in their homes. They must gather in groups in order to seek the truth. They must leave churches of the prostitute Jezebel. End times persecution of believers were gathering in cave and bush to keep their faith, which is sacred. You're going to have to make a choice between your church that is of the prostitute and the truth. Pray that the Lord lead you to the right place. I was with the Lord in these chambers of members of churches. We got to this section of hell called the Church of Jezebel. It was dirty, impure, and smelly, the most dirtiest place I saw in hell. The Lord said, I paid a heavy price to save the world. I shed my blood for my people, and if my people fall in this place, it is not my will, but because of iniquity and sin committed under the sun. The light of the Lord enabled me to see the condition of this terrifying place, and the torment in this place was inexplicable and beyond reason. These souls in torment kept begging the Lord for mercy. They begged the Lord to save them. The Lord said, it is too late. I saw in this place a mountain called the Mountain of Suffering, where there was countless pits of fire. I saw damned souls in those pits of fire, where their upper part was outside. Demons kept mocking Christians that fell in this mountainous place of darkness lit by lava of fire. The Lord said, they failed to do my will despite all these years in the church serving me. I saw a soul in the pit. She was skeletal, and worms were crawling all over her skeletal body in this place of torment. He said, Lord, I beg you, I recognize that your ways are the truth and your principle is sacred. I accept to abide in your principle and do your will in the world. Just give me an opportunity to return to the world. I will review my ways and I will follow your ways and your voice. In order to avoid coming to this place, I have suffered enough for my sin, and I accept that you are my God. I commit to practice justice and put into practice your words if you grant me an opportunity. The Lord said, you had all the opportunity in the land, and the grace was at your disposal to put into practice my words. If only you did that before it was too late. If only you heard my servants that were warning you all these times. You heard my servants, but if only you listened to them. The man said, Lord, it is not too late. The Lord turned to me and said, it is not my will you come here. The Lord said, this man was coming to church all these years, but he failed to abandon his sinful life. When my people hear my word in churches, they will tell you, these preachings are judgments, but they are a blessing for those who put them in practice. My words will be a curse for those who are hearing and failing to put them into practice. Those who practice my word will find salvation, but those who remain indifferent are under judgment. Judgment has fallen on this man, and it is too late. Cursed is he who does not put the words of this law into practice. Amen. In this chambers of members of churches there was a board with lists of sins which led people here. Among the sins that led souls to this horrendous place was the sin of being members of churches where pastors are women. In this place I saw a member of Joyce Meyer Ministry. I saw a woman that was in torment in hell. I saw that she was bound to a pulpit and demons were tormenting her. The woman was saying, release me and go back to the world. I will tell women not to be pastors. I will tell women not to open churches. I asked the Lord, what has she done? The Lord said, "This lady was a member of a well-known church that was led by a woman. The leader of her church is well known and called Joyce Meyer. Where this woman died, she fell into this place. Demons had bound her to the pulpit to indicate that she was a member of a church where a woman was a leader. The Lord said, whenever people are attending churches which are led by women, they're getting a ticket to hell." This woman was begging for mercy, but the Lord told her it was too late. The judgment was fallen. In this section of the place of torment, I could hear the prince of demons that was quoting one Bible passage after another to these Christians who lost their souls. I saw a place that was built like church, and I saw another woman who was bound on a stone, and a demon was in front reading a book for souls that were in this place. The demon read to them where it is written, "A woman must learn in quietness and full submissiveness. I do not permit a woman to teach or to exercise authority over a man. She is to remain quiet, for Adam was formed first." The demon told this woman, "It is forbidden for women to preach, and they should keep quiet. Why were you preaching on the earth?" The woman said, "I preach because the Lord gave me the ministry of preaching." The demon asked the lady, "If your God gave you the ministry of preaching in the church, is it the same God that said in his word that women should keep quiet? Is your God contradicting himself?" The Lord told me, "That word is the truth." The Lord said, "These women that had become pastors and leaders of church are preaching, and people are being saved and healed, but they are serving me under my wrath." My brother, the Lord told me, "Do not defend what I told you to speak. You just speak. You don't need to debate or defend. Just speak. Your mission is not to convince. You are sent only to speak what you see. Whether people reject your message or not, what matters is you just speak what I show you. Let him who has ears hear, but let him who doesn't want to hear refuse to hear."